Top 5 legendary treasures still missing, and the clues they left behind. Some treasures disappear because of chaos, others vanish because of betrayal, and a few are lost because the people who hid them never planned on coming back. Across history, moments of collapse, wars, revolutions, evacuations, created perfect conditions for entire fortunes to vanish without witnesses, records, or survivors. These aren't myths. They aren't fairy tales. These are real treasures that were documented, handled, and then lost. And in every case, there are clues suggesting they may still exist. These are 5 legendary treasures still missing, and the unsettling evidence that says they were never truly gone. In 2014, a farmer in southwestern Scotland uncovered one of the most important Viking discoveries in modern history. Buried beneath a field was a rich collection of silver arm rings, gold objects, and artifacts traced to Ireland, continental Europe, and even the Byzantine world. At first, archaeologists believed they were looking at a single, hastily buried Viking hoard. But the way it was buried told a very different story. The most valuable items weren't thrown into the ground in panic. They were wrapped, separated, placed with intention. This wasn't a desperate burial. It was a deposit. Vikings didn't just raid for wealth. They treated treasure as political power, insurance, and strategic leverage. And when they hid large fortunes, they often split them into multiple caches along travel routes and coastal strongholds. The Galloway hoard shows clear signs of that very practice. Only one cache has ever been recovered. Across the region, metal detectorists continue to uncover isolated fragments of Viking silver. Single arm rings, cut pieces, and shards that don't belong to the known hoard. Archaeologists believe these aren't random losses. They're breadcrumbs. Pieces of a much larger fortune hidden more than 1,000 years ago by someone who never returned, just like your dad. In Japan, swords were never just weapons. They were sacred extensions of the soul. They were symbols of authority, and no sword carried more power than the Honjo Masamune. Forged in the 13th century by the legendary swordsmith Masamune, this blade became the ultimate symbol of legitimacy for Japan's rulers. For centuries, it was passed from one ruling shogun to the next. Whoever possessed it, ruled. After Japan's surrender in World War II, cultural artifacts were surrendered to Allied forces under strict orders. The Honjo Masamune was handed over in good faith, and then it vanished from all official records. There is no confirmed destruction record, no museum accession, no documentation showing it was ever returned or preserved. It just went out to get cigarettes and never came back. Sound familiar? For an object of that importance, that absence is alarming. Experts believe the blade may still exist, misidentified, misunderstood, or quietly sitting in a private estate collection. Its true identity unknown. It may have already been found, just not recognized. If authenticated today, it wouldn't just be a recovered artifact. It would be one of the most significant cultural discoveries of the modern era. In the early 1800s, a mysterious man named Thomas Beale entrusted an innkeeper with an iron box, leaving behind 3 encrypted documents. Inside those ciphers was the claim of a buried treasure, a staggering fortune of gold, silver, and jewels hidden for safekeeping. For decades, the story sounded like pure fiction, until one cipher was cracked. That cipher didn't reveal the location, but it proved the treasure was real. It described the contents in precise, tantalizing detail. The other 2 ciphers remain unsolved to this day. They are believed to contain the exact burial location and the instructions needed to recover it. Despite centuries of attempts, no one has solved them. Not professional cryptographers, not government analysts, not powerful computers, not nerds. The treasure itself may not be lost at all. Only the instructions are. It could be buried beneath farmland, forest, or even modern neighborhoods, sitting untouched, waiting for someone to finally finish a puzzle that has outlived generations. In 1928, Cartier created one of the most extravagant pieces of jewelry ever made, the Patiala necklace. Nearly 3,000 diamonds, including one of the largest yellow diamonds ever discovered. Then it went out to get the milk, never to be seen intact again. After India's independence, the necklace disappeared from royal vaults. Decades later, parts of it resurfaced, but something was wrong. Most of the diamonds were gone, removed deliberately. This wasn't theft, it was dismantling. Royal treasures become liabilities after regime change. Large, identifiable objects are dangerous to keep, so they're broken apart, their history erased, their value preserved quietly. Experts believe many of the missing diamonds are still worn today, in private collections, auctions, and jewelry boxes, completely disconnected from their royal past. This treasure may never be found in one piece again, because it's hiding in plain sight. For more than 1,000 years, one object defined legitimate rule over China: the heirloom seal of the realm. Carved from sacred jade, it was used to authorize laws, commands, and imperial succession. Without it, rule was considered false. During periods of dynastic collapse, war, and forced evacuations, the seal vanished. Just like your dad. There are no confirmed records of its destruction. No verified sightings. Some historians believe it was hidden deliberately, buried or sealed away to prevent rival factions from claiming authority. Others believe it was entombed with a ruler whose grave has never been opened. If discovered, the seal wouldn't just be an archaeological find, it would be a political and historical earthquake, a reminder that power itself can disappear, if the symbol that defines it is lost. Some treasures are valuable because of gold, others because of knowledge, and a few because they decide who gets to write history. Not every treasure is meant to make someone rich. Some exist to remind us how fragile power really is. Deep, huh? Which of these should be found, and which might be better left buried? Subscribe to ChronoVault.